Hello and welcome to Renee's super aesthetic background for the new year. On a more serious note, hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Happy New Year. If you're new here, welcome. I'm Renee. So obviously 2021, new year, new goals, new aesthetics. Just kidding. I don't personally feel like for me anything is changing that much. I feel like I'm not going to set any unrealistic goals this year. I'm not going to hold myself to anything that I think is going to stress me out. I think for the new year, my goal and my one true focus is going to be on making myself happy and making my life feel fulfilling. And makeup makes me happy. So that's where we are today. But with the start of 2021, I am starting a new project pan. Yay! And although it does include a lot of items from last year's project pan, it also has some new ones. I don't know if you watched last year's project pans, my goals remain largely the same. Use up non-cruelty-free, non-vegan products in my collection, or use up products that are about to expire. Kind of test myself to make sure that my purchasing habits aren't so excessive that I can't possibly use everything in my collection ever, which I know is already the case. There's no chance I could use up what's in my collection before it all goes bad, unless I maybe took off my makeup and redid it 3 times a day, which would be a touch excessive. But you know, holding myself more accountable towards do I really need another eyeshadow palette, or do the ones that I have, it's gonna already take me forever to work through them, and I could put that money towards a wedding or a house or bills. I don't know. That's where we're at with this. It's just for fun. It's not, I don't take it or myself very seriously. Let's introduce ourselves to my products. Let's see, we'll go over what we're keeping from last year first, since I feel like that's the least exciting. My Marc Jacobs Date Honey perfume. We had to redraw the marks on it. The bottom one kind of looks like a mustache. It's right there. That's my bad, but it is a slow moving perfume, but I figure there's no reason not to keep it in this because it is something that I'm really curious to see how long it takes me to use up. That doesn't look like I have hardly any perfume, but for 3 months now, that's all the progress we've made. So she's staying in there because I'm confused now. I feel like I've got to investigate that one a little bit further. We're also gonna keep my Laura Mercier Matte Baked Radiance Highlight 01, Matte Radiance Baked Powder, whatever. I don't know why none of the words is highlight except for the color name, but that's a gripe I have for another time. I feel like I got really close to finishing this highlight. I love this highlight. I think that it's fantastic. I recommend it all the time to friends and family if you want a natural yet still visible highlight, because I don't think it emphasizes any texture or sits weird on dry skin or anything. But I want to use her up, and I feel like I'm almost there, which is why I'm including her this year. And I feel like I still have enough to go that I'm not just gonna be hey guys, it's February now and I finished my Laura Mercier powder. I feel like we'll have it in there for a few months at least to kind of track some progress. And I'll probably insert pictures here of at least where it is right now. I feel like if you want to see how much progress I made on it last year, you can go back and watch at least my end of the year video because I've got the little montages in there. Next, I have my NARS lipstick in Dolce Vita, and I was kind of wavering on the completion of last year's project if I wanted to include it this year or not, because it is old and kind of on the verge of what I feel like should be an expiration date. But I thought about it more, and the consistency of the product hasn't changed. The formula is the same, it applies the same, it doesn't have a weird smell. If at any point any of that stuff starts happening, I'll just throw it out. But I really do want to finish this lipstick. I don't know why. I just have an attachment to this lipstick and I want to finish it. So we're starting fresh page for 2021, fresh year, fresh me, look at us go. And we've got only this much lipstick left, so I'm hoping that within a few months I can get that down. It's also going to be good. It's somewhat of a neutral, so I can continue it into spring and summer and not feel obligated to finish it during one season. Next, I have my Becca Shimmering Slimlight Perfector in Champagne Pop. It looks like this. If you were unfamiliar with the project last year I had this in it, and it kind of gave me some heartache at first because I didn't really know where to use it as a powder, as a cream, before I powder my face, after I powder my face, all over the body. And I kind of settled on all over the body and as a really natural eyeshadow for when I'm doing like a no makeup look. And last year, we actually made some good progress. I know you're not gonna think so because it's starting down here, which makes it look like we have so much to go, but it was a lot further. We got almost halfway done with it, which I think is pretty impressive. And I really do still wanna finish this up because the consistency of the product, again, hasn't changed. So what's the harm in just throwing this in here for another year and seeing if I can get it done, right? I'm thinking like another 6 months at max, but I'm hoping less than that if I really like give it my all. But again, no pressure, no setting unrealistic expectations for myself. Did I already use up so much of this powder that I need to make a new mark? Wow, new year, new me, huh guys? Oh, it's all stuck to the bottom of the container. Yikes, not the best way to start off 2021, but here we are. I have my Derma-E Mineral Sun Protection Powder. It is, I'm gonna leave by Marc from the end of last year because I don't think anything has really changed that much in like the between 4 days where I'm filming this. So it's kind of all stuck to the bottom of the container and I don't really have the patience to tap it off right now, but if you look at that black Sharpie line, that's where we're at on it right now. So this is one of the ones that expires in April of this year. It is written on the bottom very helpfully for me. So if I don't finish it by April, I'm just gonna chuck it I guess probably because it's the sunscreen, it probably expires. Is that what I don't know. Makeup expires. That's where we're at with that. But my goal is to finish it before April of 2021 so that I can finish this powder before its expiration date and look at me go, I've finished a powder. Haha. It's more difficult than I was expecting. But here we are. So she's in the project too. Now we get on to the new goodies. And I only could include a few new goodies because I didn't want to overwhelm myself with stuff I'm trying to finish up. But I also wanted to include some new stuff because that leaves 5 things that are coming over from last year. So I had to spice it up with some new stuff. You know what I mean? I'll start with my Dior Backstage Foundation. So last year I finished my Giorgio Armani foundation. And then I was mentioning in my unofficial project pan video how I really wanted to finish this one, but I couldn't figure out how much product was in the bottle because I thought it was just tinted this color. Then a really helpful commenter suggested that if you shine your flashlight through it from the back, you can see where the product is. Now, mind you still have to kind of scrape off. You see how ugly it is because I've been scraping off that layer. You still have to scrape off that layer to be able to see through the bottle and like let it settle and everything. But I think to the best of my knowledge and abilities, that red line is how much I've got to go on this, which does surprise me because I've been using this a lot, but a little goes a long way with this foundation. And I mean, that's the name of the game, right? It's a very liquidy foundation where you don't need a whole lot to spread it all over your face. It's also, how many ounces were in you? I feel like it was a larger foundation. Yeah, it's 1.6 fluid ounces, where I feel like most foundations are around 1 fluid ounce. I don't have any around me to double check. No, I don't even think I brought any. But yeah, she's a big girl and we got a lot to get through, so wish me luck. Next goodie. These next 2 are so ambitious. I already know I'm not gonna have them anywhere near I want them at the end of this project, but I am going to try. My Marc Jacobs Tan-Tastic Omega Bronze. I've had this for years and I still do not see a dip. It's only barely gotten to the point where the lines on the product, because it had like vertical lines, are starting to fade. I want to see if doesn't smell like anything. I had to double check. Did I get bronzer all over my lips? Probably. I want to see if I focus really hard and make this like a mission and a goal. Do we think I can hit pan on this bronzer in a year? Like, it's not even a new bronzer. It's a bronzer I've had for years, and I'm skeptical of my ability to finish it. Just seems a little bit ambitious for old Renee, but I guess, I know I said 2020 is the year about having fun, but guess also for some challenges, right guys? And then one more thing. This is also so ambitious, but I know why I'm doing this to myself, and I'm just gonna use this platform to keep myself accountable because it's the only way. It's the only way. I have a mild problem with buying and hoarding eyeshadow. I absolutely love eyeshadow. That's the one category of makeup that I've consistently been obsessed with since I started wearing makeup in like 7th grade and obtaining every single color that existed under the sun to match to my outfit because that's how I thought eyeshadow worked. I remember telling that to my mom, who like also was into makeup, and she was like, I mean, sure, that's the only way you can do it. And I was like, that's the only way you can do it. I think I've gotten a little bit better at that by now. And I also didn't wear mascara. I don't know, being 13 was like a weird time for me, but I loved eyeliner, so I don't know. Let's not talk about those dark days and just look forward into the future, shall we? But I love eyeshadow. I love it, I love it, I love it, I love it. I received 3 new eyeshadow palettes for Christmas that I'm so excited to play with and wear and use and love. But I need to stop. I need to stop being just brazenly tempted by new eyeshadow releases for no reason, because I probably have every single color and I've got all these beautiful new palettes from all the people I love in my life who I want to play with. So I'm going to try and pan every single color in Modern Renaissance and not necessarily use it up, but hit pan on it. I have done it before. This is my 2nd Modern Renaissance. I don't know if I have a picture, but I will post it here if I do, of the one that I like panned before deciding it was old and I used up so much of it that I wanted to get a new one. But now I think it's time. I think having this in the project, the air conditioner just turned on. Grand. I think having this in the project will hold me accountable so that when I see these new eyeshadows like being released and I'm looking at them in the store, I'm not like, yes, I should get that. I'll be like, I am still trying to work through my Modern Renaissance while still rotating my collection appropriately. So let's not pick that up, right? Does anyone think that'll work? It's worth a shot. Plus, I don't feel like we're that, you know, it's been loved. This isn't like a brand new palette. I considered doing it with a brand new palette, but then I thought I'm already being ambitious. Let's rein it in a little bit. And this is where we're at now. No pan on any shades. But I think, what is this one? But I think Primavera will be very soon to hit pan because there is a large dip in there that I know these pans aren't deep and I know that there's a lot of kickback with the shadows, so hopefully soon. And there's not really much of a dip on anything else, but I'm really gonna focus on it. I don't super love like these colors. I think that they make me look dead, but I'm gonna try and find alternate uses for them that maybe I like a little bit better. But yeah, those are the 8 things that I'm gonna try and finish this year. And if I finish anything early, which it is probable, if not almost like 100% certainty, because I'm gonna throw out the Derma-E powder in April, and April is hopefully not the end of this year, then I will rotate it with something else in my collection that I want to finish for various reasons. But for now, it's those 8. So hopefully, you know, there's a little bit of fun in there, a little bit of boring products, but a little bit of like cool products too. And hopefully you guys like the new products and are okay with me keeping some of the old rollover products. But yeah, I really appreciate you watching. Please like this video if you liked it and subscribe if you want to see more, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. Bye.